iRacing rig. I'm about to do a little bit of online racing, but I need to explain what happened earlier today after lunch. So we went to Big Tiny's barbecue in downtown Mooresville, which was great. It's really awesome. And there's parking behind back. Well, now, I've never been there, so I followed we had basically 3 cars. I was in my own truck following, but 3 groups of the guys from the shop went. I was following one because I didn't know how to go there. Well, he pulls in this parking lot behind back, which wasn't the main parking lot. I guess it was private, but there's like 2 spots you can park in if you're a customer. However, the other ones were for some jewelry store or something. So they just pull right in the spots like it's nothing because there's probably 8 spots and only 2 cars in them. And I just did it because I assumed they do it all the time, and maybe it was because I also heard after the situation that the jewelry store is, I don't know if it's not in business or where it even is, because I didn't see it around there. Well, after we eat, I decided I'd leave a little bit early so I could meet the guys back at the shop because I had to go pick up my new race suit before I brought it to the embroiders, which are right next door to the race shop, but I had to go get it at the equipment shop that I go to. So I walk outside, and there's one of the guys from the cruise truck, a car that was already parked there, and my truck. And my truck I squeezed in between 2 spots, but right in between the 2 spots is a light pole, so that's really weird. Well, someone parked their SUV right across the back of all 3 of our vehicles.
All clear, all clear.
This guy boxed. So my initial thought is, oh, somebody's getting takeout or something and they're sitting in the car and someone ran in or whatever. Well, I walk up to the car, there's nobody in there. So my next thought is that this is the owner of the company and they're really frustrated we were parking in their spot, so they boxed us in. I ended up reaching out to the guys, and a couple of them came outside to leave. Well, he was right on the edge of the front of their car, so he was able to work his way out. And he got out and just left me there. I'm like, oh, well, thanks a lot. We got places to be out here. We're stuck. Now there's a car between me, there's a car, my truck, and a light post, and that car is directly across the back of me. I have no way of getting out. The rest of the guys finish eating, so they come outside. We're sitting there thinking about what to happen because, you know, in all reality, that was wrong for me to park there, and I didn't know that. Like I said, I shouldn't have assumed that it was okay to, but all the other guys did, and I thought maybe they did that regularly. And if I owned the business, I probably would have done the same thing, honestly, because people shouldn't be parking there. And it was actually really funny, but after about 10 minutes of standing there, I started getting pretty frustrated. No one was in sight, and I couldn't find where the store was either. Well, the person who drove the car next to me must have been inside eating, and they must have been there when we got there too because the car was there. They didn't come out, so they couldn't move their car, and if they did, I might have had a shot at getting out. Well, anyways, I showed a clip of the ledge in front of my truck, which I'll put in now again. I actually drove off that ledge because we removed one of the no parking signs, stacked up some concrete blocks that were broken off of the curbs so that I could actually drive down and get out of the spot because there's no way I would have gotten out of there. We put the sign back and ended up leaving, and it actually became one of the funniest things ever because we could only imagine the person's reaction when they come outside and 2 of the cars are gone. Now, not to mention, the car that was there originally probably got out of the spot because I was gone, and it would have taken him quite a few turns to get around and then drive around the car that boxed him in. But if that person walked outside and they were parked sideways behind 3 spots that 3 cars were in, that they blocked in, and all of them were gone, I would have loved to see the look on their face. If there was a camera or something, like we were saying that if we didn't have to get back to the shop, we would have sat in my truck all day till that person came out in the parking. We would have just hid in the parking lot somewhere, like parked next to a tree and just seen them come out and seen their reaction because it would have been hilarious. So I just drove right through there, drove down, we stacked up some blocks. This person's gonna come out, see their car, box me, and wonder how the hell I got out of there. We put the sign back too, so they're gonna not know how I got out. That person's gonna walk out and think we teleported or something. They're not gonna know how I got out because there was 2 posts and the no parking sign right in the middle, which we removed, and I squeezed through the 2 posts, drove down the ledge, so there's just no way in their mind that I got out of there without moving their car or having them move. So it's hilarious. I just wanted to share that story because I thought it was hilarious. It might have been one of those things where you had to be there, but I had a couple clips of the situation and what was going on, but I really wish I had one of the guys filming me driving off the ledge because that would have made it really funny and shown you what was going on. But I had a guy on each four corner of my truck watching to make sure I wasn't going to hit anything because it was that tight. So everyone had their hands full with something and no one had the time to film it, but it would have been really funny. So I tried to get a couple clips for you guys. Either way, that's been it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that little story. Let me know if you want to hear more of these. But that one I just thought was really funny, and I tried to separate it from the behind the helmet vlog it was actually a part of just because it was a little bit longer and I wanted to go into detail about it. But once again, I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate your support. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.